And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Howell taking a shot for Samuel. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Herbert. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Powell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the toss now with Gibson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 3rd down, Powell winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He finds his target, Allen. And he's taken down inside the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes this Washington 14, Chargers 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you're...
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass. That's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jonathan Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
Herbert's pass intercepted. They'll take over first and 10. Their own line.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Howell. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A quick throw here out to Brown.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 33. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on second down, Howell. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young
picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now Gibson.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On third down, here's Gibson. And some room to work. Touchdown, Washington. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Charger drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Herbert now. Man open, here is Crowder. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for L.A. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. One receiver left, that's Allen. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Washington 28, Chargers 17.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Herbert.
For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And he stopped immediately there.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And Lambo will put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
2nd and 6.
coming up on a 2nd and 6. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
So for Washington,
that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.